Hello, hope you're well. I thought today I would do a quick video about today's budget and how it affects parents that are currently paying or receiving child maintenance through the child maintenance service. So let's start. So first of all, a couple of things have come out of it. So one of the things is the energy price guarantee. So that's going to stay at £2,500 for the next 3 months. And I think that's a good thing because obviously everyone is struggling at the moment. It doesn't matter whether you're a paying parent or a receiving parent, you're probably struggling. So that's a good thing. Um, Next thing I've noticed is prepayment meter charges in line with comparable direct debit charges. So in other words, what they're going to do is make prepayment meters no more expensive than if the meter was a normal meter, not payable on direct debit. This, I think, in particular affects parents that have often moved out of the family home and are in rented accommodation. So I should imagine, on average, this will benefit more paying parents than receiving parents. And I think it's quite right that they make these changes, because why should you pay more for something that you pay for in advance? Any other um, service that you would get for, you would normally get a discount for paying in advance. So, I think this is right, that this anomaly is fixed. It's never been right to charge people more because they've got a prepayment meter, particularly as people with prepayment meters are often not the richest members of society. So I think that's a good move. I think that's a good move for everyone, regardless of whether you're a paying parent or a receiving parent. Then there's 10 million over the next 2 years to help the voluntary sector with suicide prevention. Now, we've seen it before, haven't we? We've seen how the CMS can affect people. There are several cases that are known to people on the CMS forums where people have committed suicide, and I can fully understand it, the way the CMS works, where you're fighting an arbitrary organisation that often does not listen to what you're trying to tell them. It's serious. So hopefully, this £10 million will help to prevent some suicides. One for the beer drinkers. So pub duty, the duty paid by pubs for beers is going to go down by 11 pence. So I guess if you're a paying parent and you occasionally go to the pub, your beer will be slightly cheaper, which is good as well. Fuel duty frozen for the next 12 months. This has got obvious benefits to both paying and receiving parents. Clearly, if you're self-employed, if you can keep your costs down, if you're paying less fuel duty, it's got to be a good thing. If you're traveling to look after your kids, it's got to be a good thing that fuel duties are frozen. So really like that. So there. 30 million to increase support and housing for veterans. Well, we do know, don't we, that often veterans come off worse. Mental health has been an issue with the armed forces for a number of years and has contributed to a number of breakups of marriages. So hopefully this extra 30 million to increase support for housing and veterans will be a good thing. I've heard lots of stories before where people they're not able to have their children because the house is not suitable. They're in a bed sit and they've got two children. Hopefully this 30 million will help. There's another 400 million planned to increase availability of mental health. I'm not quite sure what that's about. That seems to be something to do with getting more people qualified in mental health. So I'm not quite sure about that one. But the other thing I did notice is the changes for pensions. So many of you would have seen my videos concerning pensions. Many of you will be aware that there are significant benefits to paying into a pension. One of those benefits is that it can reduce your income. And so if you're a higher rate taxpayer and you pay into a pension, you can become a lower rate taxpayer or a basic rate taxpayer. So obviously it can save you a lot of money. This also has an impact upon CMS payments. So it does mean that paying parents are able to pay more into a pension scheme, obviously for their future, but that will also of a consequence to receiving parents, because potentially, because of the way it works for pensions, they might receive less child maintenance payments. Another thing is, the final thing is, there's a £1 million lifetime allowance which has been abolished on pension savings. So those of you that are in your 50s that are been saving really, really hard for your future, you can now put more money into a pension, subject to the new £60,000 limit, which I was just talking about, because that's actually increased from 40,000 to 60,000. So that's just the way it works. So that's my quick rundown on the budget. It's March 2023. Just in case you're watching this video in a year's time, this is this year's budget. These are the key takeaways that I think that affect people paying or receiving CMS. And that's it. So hopefully you like my video. If I could ask you to like and subscribe, tell other people, join the Facebook page. There's a link usually my videos to our Facebook page. So if you want to join that, that'd be fantastic. And hopefully working together we can solve many of the problems with child maintenance, which are often caused by lots of misunderstandings. Obviously, certain things are not caused by misunderstandings. It's still highly inappropriate and wrong for receiving parents to claim that they haven't received child maintenance payments when they have. And I'd like to see the CMS will look at that in future and actually look at whether that's actually fraud and take action against people that do that. And also, the other thing I've said before in my videos is whenever a case is set up, the CMS should, of course, provide the bank details for the paying parent in order for them to pay the receiving parent. So that's, to my mind, is common sense. So brilliant. Right, thanks for your time. You have a good day. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye-bye.